welcome back to my channel. In this week's episode, we're going to look at the mysterious Holy of Holies, the innermost sanctuary of the ancient Jewish temple. According to biblical tradition, this room housed the Ark of the Covenant, considered the earthly dwelling place of God's presence. But over the centuries, the exact location and physical remnants of the Holy of Holies have become obscured. So where exactly is it? First built by King Solomon in the 10th century BC, and later rebuilt by Herod the Great around 20 BC. It was situated at the top of the temple complex on a raised platform known as the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. In 1 Chronicles 28:11-12, King David describes a plan for building a house of worship around a significant rock. The exact location of the Holy of Holies on the Temple Mount was destroyed in the 78 and has never been precisely read. After the destruction of the Jewish temple, the site was occupied by Muslim forces who built the Dome of the Rock in the 7th century. This hypothesis is supported by a mention in the Talmud, a compilation of Jewish oral law, which speaks of a second chamber called the Ulam, where the Ark was stored before being brought into the Holy of Holies. This idea is based on an interpretation of Ezekiel's vision of the temple in Ezekiel 46, verses 1-15. In the early 20th century, a series of tunnels were discovered beneath the western wall of the Temple Mount. These tunnels, known as the Robinson's Arch tunnels, were likely used for drainage purposes and provide valuable insights into the ancient temple system. More recently, archaeologists have uncovered artifacts such as coins and pottery from the 1st and 2nd temple periods in excavations near the Temple Mount. The Temple Mount is a sacred site for Jews, Christians, and Muslims alike. The Temple Institute, an organization dedicated to rebuilding the temple, has already begun creating the necessary vessels and garments for temple worship. Archaeologists are utilizing advanced technologies such as ground-penetrating radar to create detailed maps of the subsurface structures on the Temple Mount. By analyzing underground tunnels and ancient artifacts discovered through sifting projects, researchers are piecing together a clearer picture of the temple complex and its surrounding areas. Whether the Holy of Holies will ever be found and what secrets it may hold remain to be seen. Thank you for joining us as we explore the enduring mystery of the Holy of Holies. What are your thoughts on this enigmatic chamber and its potential location? Do you find the various theories and archaeological findings compelling? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. And while you're there, don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all our future episodes. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. But the search itself has yielded valuable insights into the history, culture, and religious practices of ancient Israel. While direct excavations may remain limited, these methods offer valuable insights without disturbing the site physically. However, such a project would face immense political obstacles, as the Temple Mount is currently under the control of the Waqf, an Islamic trust that oversees the site. Any excavations or construction work would require permission from both Israeli authorities and the Waqf, which is unlikely to be granted anytime soon. And excavations in the area are highly sensitive due to the potential for disturbing religious relics or sparking conflict. This has led to restrictions on archaeological work in and around the Temple Mount, making it challenging to explore the site thoroughly. These discoveries support the biblical account of a temple complex located in this area. According to this passage, 2 staircases led to the upper chamber where the Ark was kept. However, this interpretation is not widely accepted among archaeologists, because it does not align with other biblical accounts. Some believe that the discovery will occur during the last days, as predicted in the book of Revelation. According to this prophecy, the temple will be rebuilt, and Jesus himself will cleanse the temple, casting out those who have made it a den of robbers. If this is correct, then the Holy of Holies would lie somewhat closer to the western wall. Unfortunately, this part of the Temple Mount is covered by modern buildings and gardens, making it difficult to test this theory. Some scholars believe that the foundation stone beneath the Dome of the Rock is the same rock that supported the Ark of the Covenant in the Holy of Holies. There are various beliefs and theories, but no definitive historical or archaeological consensus. This theory is based on a combination of historical, religious, and geological evidence. According to Christian archaeologist Leon, the rectangular indentation on the foundation stone matches the exact dimensions described in the Bible for the Ark of the Covenant, which measured 2 cubits in length, a cubit in width, and a cubit and a half in height. This apparent coincidence has led some to believe that the Holy of Holies may indeed be located directly beneath the Dome of the Rock. As a result, the area has been off limits to non-Muslims for over 1400 years, and excavations beneath the dome have been prohibited. In Hebrew, the word for rock even sounds like the tetragram, the name of God. One of the most popular theories is that it is located directly beneath the Dome of the Rock. Proponents of this theory point to a large flat rock on which the dome is said to have been built. They believe that this rock is the same one mentioned in the Bible as the foundation stone upon which the temple was constructed. According to this account, the Holy of Holies would have been a cube-shaped room measuring 30 cubits by 30 cubits, totaling 30 cubits in height. This would place the Holy of Holies directly underneath the central dome of the mosque. Furthermore, the stone is said to have been brought up out of a deep pit, symbolizing a descent into the depths of creation. This aligns with the belief that the Holy of Holies was a place where heaven and earth met. Additionally, the foundation stone is mentioned in the Mishnah, an ancient Jewish text, as the place where Abraham bound Isaac for sacrifice. According to biblical accounts, the Holy of Holies was a cube-shaped room measuring about 30 cubits by 30 cubits, totaling approximately 30 cubits in height. The volume of the Holy of Holies is thus precisely 27 cubic cubits, which is also the number of the world in Hebrew. The Holy of Holies was set apart from the rest of the temple complex by a massive curtain or veil that concealed its entrance from public view. Only the high priest was permitted to enter once a year during the Day of Atonement, and then only after making certain sacrifices and purification rituals. Join us as we delve into the historical accounts, archaeological findings, and ongoing investigations surrounding this enigmatic chamber. According to Exodus 25:10-22, the ark was constructed from acacia wood overlaid with gold and was carried by 4 gold rings and poles. When the Israelites were in the wilderness, the cloud of God's presence rested above the ark, indicating his favor and guidance. Eventually, the ark came to rest inside the Holy of Holies in Solomon's temple. The ark was considered the focal point of the Jewish faith, representing the covenant between God and his people. Now, before we start, if you've not already done so, then please consider subscribing to make sure you don't miss any of our future episodes. The Holy of Holies, also known as the Holy Place, most holy, was the innermost room of the Jewish temple. The primary object in the Holy of Holies was the Ark of the Covenant, a sacred chest containing the stone tablets of the 10 Commandments. The tradition that the Ark rested on a foundation stone beneath the dome of the rock is based on several factors, including scriptural references to the special nature of this stone. However, despite the historical and theological significance of the Holy of Holies, very little physical evidence of it remains today. So where exactly is it? Despite the lack of physical evidence, there have been several attempts to locate the Holy of Holies. Another line of thought suggests that the Holy of Holies was situated slightly to the south of the Dome of the Rock. A third theory proposes that the Holy of Holies was actually located to the north of the Dome of the Rock, in line with the altar of incense. In addition to these theories, various archaeological finds have provided clues about the layout and structure of the temple complex. While no physical evidence of the Holy of Holies itself has been found, however, it is important to acknowledge that the question of where the Ark of the Covenant ultimately ended up is a matter of ongoing debate and speculation. It is also worth noting that the search for the Holy of Holies is deeply intertwined with religious and political complexities. But even with these constraints, many Jewish groups continue to prepare for the construction of a third Jewish temple, which would obviously require knowing the precise location of the Holy of Holies. Despite these challenges, the search for the Holy of Holies continues. It is also possible that the location of the Holy of Holies will only be revealed at a time appointed by divine providence. In the end, the mystery of what lies beneath the Temple Mount continues to captivate and elude research. And that brings us to the end of another episode.